Hi, welcome to this tutorial on creating linked buttons within a Canvas page. The idea for this tutorial came about in conversations and realizing that people were struggling on understanding the difference between a linked button and hyperlinked text. As you can see on this page here, I'm on a Canvas page. As you can see here, I've got a title, I've got a paragraph of text, and then I've got some hyperlinked text here. And if I click on this link, it's going to open to the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools website. While this works, this is not a button. And when we get through the tutorial, you'll see the visual difference on why we're advocating that people should create buttons. So let's get into this. In order to create a button, the first thing you got to do is you got to be editing your Canvas page. So you can see I'm editing my Canvas page. You notice my text editor is up here with all of my various tools. And what I'm going to do is, for my example, I'm going to remove that part of it there. Now, I cheat. I have a little trick. Every button I make, I cheat. And what I do is I use an app called Google Keep. Google Keep is great for keeping notes and just things that you need to keep track of. And the trick that I use is I put a picture on it. So you notice very quickly I can see that, hey, that's my button note. All right, and I use the button. If you've ever seen the penguins of Madagascar, you understand why I use this picture. But all I've got simply in this note is this code right here. So if I click this code and copy it, and I come back to my Canvas page, if I were to simply paste this in, it doesn't work. And there's a reason for this. Notice here it is. In order to add a button, you have to go into the HTML editor. So I'm back in my text editor. I'm going to come up here on the right, and I'm going to click HTML editor. And this is what you're going to see. You're going to see a paragraph tag with some text, and I've got a couple spaces. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to simply paste in that code that I took from my Keep note. Now I have my button code here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change my template. So this here is where I'm going to put my link. You notice I've got all the X's in the link. That's a visual reminder for me, hey, this is where you put your links. I'm going to go to the CMS website, copy the code, paste it in, there it is, and I'm going to click on here where I have all the X's in the text. Again, this reminds me visually, replace this. I type in click here to get started. And when I save, now you'll see a blue button appear. The reason we're advocating for buttons is, think of your students. If you tell them to click a blue button or a green button or a rainbow button, whatever you've put on the page, that visually stands out much more than just some blue text with a line underneath it. So again, you go into the HTML, paste in your code that you're going to use, and then save it, and it should show up. And then if I test it, click here to get started, you notice it opens up. We'll have this button code available on a page within the Canvas course for you as a reference. My recommendation is go ahead and copy that, put it into Google Keep, put some kind of picture on it to remind you, and whenever you need the button code, just go to Google Keep and get it. All right, thank you.